Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Stafford. A short throw taken in by Lord.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Stafford now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 2nd down, here's Murray.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now to throw.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Go on, Eric.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They only needed that 1 yard going forward on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Murray to air it out again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Cardinals hit 9-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
1st down, Murray. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw. And it's caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but Sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. They trot out their dime package for third down.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
Touchdown, L.A.
Van Jefferson.
47 yards.
And the Rams are able to move back in front.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
From the gun, Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Jannard Avery. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Murray.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
22.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now it's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Why can't we score?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray going to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. A nice little juke. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And he goes out right around the 39.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Now Murray again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Close.
Throwing again, Murray. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Cardinals!
Elijah Higgins.
In the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Cardinals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Prater for the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The final shot before the break, Stafford.
That's down the field for Jefferson. That is incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Come on, get it together.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 10. A give, running right is Akers.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
73 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Here's Murray. Open man is Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Touchdown, Cardinals! Elijah Higgins with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To throw is Murray.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Brings up second and goal at the Rams' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Running right, this is Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Alert!
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Runs through the contact.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 33 yards that time.
Alert! First down, Rams.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Myjai Sanders
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Murray. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Inside the 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 27. Stafford here coming off his pick six. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
3rd down and 13.
Now Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
They give up the middle to Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Double right.
Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Back to throw it, Murray.
And this one too low. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Murray now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Stafford on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And quickly, they get to the line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Cardinals,